ball is pulled, the number is called.
66066.
And soon a round of bingo is won. It's a game that's been around in some form or another for hundreds of years, and one that is still popular today.
And under the 69.
Especially with these seniors.
They love it. Don't sit in their seat because they all have their own seats.
At the Sooke Seniors Drop-In Centre, lunch, a cup of tea, and of course some bingo fills this room twice a week. It's a great way for these seniors to get out of the house, socialize with friends, and look out for one another.
And everybody worries about everybody else, and if somebody doesn't show up, we want to know why. Are they okay? Where are they?
But the place some call their second home isn't very home-like at all. Nearly 2 years after losing their drop-in centre, the new one isn't cutting it. Desperate for space, the Sooke Fire Department opened up their lounge to these seniors, but it's less than ideal.
To my knowledge, I believe we're the only seniors center that doesn't have aid from the municipality or from the recreation center or the CRD. We are self-supporting, always have been, but it's a struggle.
Seniors here say there are all kinds of challenges with this space. When the sun isn't shining, it can get really dark in here. It's also on the second floor, so they actually have to climb up these stairs to get up here.
And then they get stuck in the elevator.
There is an elevator, but the president of the Seniors Society describes it as scary and confusing for some of their members.
Like I say, it's this patience thing that...
Oh, wow. The button has to be pressed and held down to close the door and for the entire ride up or down. Only then will the door open to the neighboring council chambers.
So you can see, it can be a challenge.
The space here is also quite small. On days when hot meals are served, up to 80 people show up, but only 60 of them can sit down to eat.
We desperately need a permanent location.
The issue is on council's radar, and the mayor says they are talking to seniors to see if a temporary space that's larger and more accessible can be found. But in the long term, a purpose-built facility is what everyone is hoping for.
It has to be a facility that they can drop in during the day, and ideally our youth also need some facilities. So if we could do a combination, and there's a couple of service clubs, the Lions for one, that I think are looking for a more permanent home. So if you could build a facility that can be used by a number of people, I think you get more bang for your buck.
And Wendell Milne says it could also include a new library for the community, keeping in mind that all of these ideas do add up.
The district has some money set aside in some parks funds. We have 2 or 3 pieces of property we own that we could sell. So there are some opportunities to convert some of those things into cash to offset any tax increase costs.
He says seniors are a priority for the district, and they have Councillor Rick Casper leading the charge on all seniors issues.
And I think it's important that we demonstrate as a local government that we want to become more age-friendly. We want to make sure that people who retire in this community, because they are huge contributors to our economy, that they have opportunities.
And that retirement crowd is only going to get bigger as Sooke tries to attract more people to its community. In Sooke, I'm Nikki Ewanyshyn.